Hey Tim, welcome to another week. Fantastic week it's been. Sun's out, bit of gardening that's been happening. It's great to see the lawnmowers in action. So I'll just jump straight to workouts and I'll talk about a couple of things coming up after that. So Monday, got a beautiful 5-rounder of 4-minute AMRAPs with 4 minutes rest in between. Biking, burpee, box jumps and some shuttle runs. So good, simple. So simple can often really be effective because that's how we can control our intensity. We can go faster or go slower. There's no complexities in there to hold us back. So try and be nice and consistent in that first round, and maybe increase the amount of shuttle runs that you can get done over that 4-minute period throughout the 5 rounds. That would be the goal. So good quick turnarounds on the runs. Just be conscious of how much you're loading your calves, especially if you're turning quite quickly. Have a good stretch or roll out with them afterwards. And then on Tuesday, building off our deadlifts over the last few weeks, build into a heavy single. Now it's a heavy single, it's not a 1 rep max. Okay, if you know the difference, build a heavy single, not a 1 rep max. So don't go pushing the limits too much with this one. Move as well as you can for as long as you can. As soon as or before that form starts to break down, just stop. You know, that's your heavy single for the day. Okay, because we can really go bust ourselves by getting more weight, but that's not really going to help us. And then, love this combo, wall balls and rowing. So we've got 150 wall balls to complete, but every 2 minutes we're going to stop and do some rowing. So with this one, try and be nice and steady without pacing throughout, so we aren't sitting around resting for long periods of time. So maybe row at a slower rate so that when you come to your wall balls, you can do big sets or run broken sets on those wall balls. You might have to put it down every so often, but try and mitigate longer rest periods, just so we can control that pace. Wednesday, a pyramid scheme of double unders and hang snatches, and then sit-ups and running. So again, nothing too complex. The trickiest part is probably the first bit. Again, double unders isn't necessarily like something that we have to be doing. It's something that we can do when we get to that stage. Or if we never get to that stage, does it matter? No, it doesn't. So double unders or singles, just treat that as skipping. And then the snatch is just the barbell going from our wide grip from a knee, exploding through a hip, and bringing it above our head. And then sit-ups are running. So the sit-ups will stay at 30 and the running distances will start long and they'll decrease. So when we have, say, a distance, we want to run our pace to that distance. So if it's 1,000 meters, we want to run a pace which is relative to that length, and if it's 200, we want to run faster on that 200 compared to that 1,000. So see if you can slowly increase your pace of the run as you get deeper and deeper into that second workout. Thursday, put into a heavy set of 8. So we've built to heavy 20s, I think, and heavy, I should have come remember what one the other day was it 15s? So this will be heavy again. Again, we'll do a couple of warm-up sets, and then maybe 3 sets of 8. So we might go set of 5, set of 6, set of 8, 8, 8, and then we'll have a heavy set of 8 for the day. And then a bike farmer's carry workout where we're adding 5 or 4 calories on the bike every time. Pick or choose a dumbbell or a kettlebell weight that you haven't used before, right? So if you've used 10s the whole time, you might use 8s or you might use 12s, and you're going to get something slightly different out of both of those. You might hold it slightly different, or if you've used kettlebells last time, use dumbbells, or vice versa. Use dumbbells as opposed to kettlebells. Or pinch grip a plate. So carry a plate, might be a 5 or a 10, pinch grip it at the top and walk with it like that. We're still carrying something in each hand, and we're still doing the movement, but it can often be great just to throw a different type of movement within the same. Friday, A lot of you guys will love this one. Just there's a bit of variety and it will go round pretty quick. So we've got 10 rounds, 3 clean and jerks. So just from the bar, going from the ground to the shoulders, and then from the shoulders above the head, and then a run, and then around the Cindy. So 6 movements in there: clean, jerk, run, pull-ups, push-ups, and squats for 10 rounds. That to me looks like it will take a fair bit of time. So I would like most of these workouts or anything which it is a long period of time, we want to try to be conscious of our pace and be able to control that. Start slower and then have the ability to increase those or increase the intensity or drop the time of those rounds as we go on, as opposed to starting out too hot and then falling off the wagon. Okay, so a lot of us tend to slow down as we get into workouts. The goal for you guys this week would be to start at a pace that you can slowly increase as you go throughout the week. Saturday, bring a buddy. We've got teams of 2, so we'll try and run a session again at 7 o'clock. So I'll be here and kind of guide you guys through it. So bring a buddy along. We'll go 30-minute AMRAP of 12 toes to bar and dumbbell reverse lunges, 2 dumbbells, and rowing. So one person will work on the 12 toes to bar and the double dumbbell reverse lunges, while the other person will be rowing 400 or 500 meters. Okay, and then you guys, once that row distance is completed, then you'll switch over and the row will go on the toes to bar and lunges, and they'll go on to the row. So that'd be quite cool. Again, it'll be like a bit of a learn how to work slowly, consistently. What I can kind of see happening here is starting out pretty quick and then both people going really slowly, so that the person on the rower is recovering as they go slowly on there, which means that the other person doing 12 toes to bar and 20 lunges is either doing more work or more rest. But at the end of the day, it starts at 0 and it finishes at 30. If you move with quality and you have fun and move with intention, that's all we need to do. It'll be great. Sunday, Sweaty Sunday, running, rowing, biking, 10 sets of each, or come in, mobilise, stretch, figure out which parts you need to mobilise. So you can use the barbells to roll out your forearms or roll out your quads. You can use a foam roller to roll out your quads. You can lean up against the wall with the ball and get into the front, the back of your shoulders. You can sit on the ball slightly and roll around on your glutes. There's lots of different ways we can do our own self-maintenance tissue work with the things that we have in here in the gym, which is fantastic. I've been doing a fair bit of it lately and it's great, good practice. Another cool thing is we've kind of partnered up with Loose Kids. So LSKD is a, what would you call that, like a fitness apparel brand where the ethos is pretty aligned with ours, and it's good fun. And I'll be using the shorts for a while now because I sent us out some gear months ago. Haven't tried the tops and tees yet, but we'll get an order for those in soon. So we have a code that we'll put up in the gym. I'll chuck it in this. I'll chuck it in the bottom of this video, or send out the email. So local crew 15 is you put that code in, and you get 15% off any LSKD gear. And I think there's something like it doesn't include sales stock, and there's a little bit of wording around it, but if there's anything listed on the website and you put in the promo code, is that what you call them? Promo codes? Local crew 15. That's you guys, you're the local crew, and you get 15% off. So nice and simple to remember. And it's pretty cool to be able to offer something like that. We haven't really had anything like that in the past. So to be able to do that now was awesome. The next thing I'd love to do, I love coaching, and I wish I had a role model, or I wish I had a place like this when I was growing up at school. Me and my brother, we first went to the gym when we were 16, and it's like, here you get shown, and this is your program, and you do this on these movements on these days, and you use these machines, and yeah, you know, you turn up there with your towel and your water bottle and your shorts and your singlet, and you do what you think you do is going to help, and probably didn't really help me a lot, but at least it was a start. So what I'd love to do is to still educate young people and people that want to, and older people, anyone really. But I was trying to think how we can do that differently or do that better. Yes, Pops? Don't touch that, don't touch. Let go, don't touch. No, get off. Do you want to come around here? Do you want to come around here? Watch up your feet. Watch up your feet. What's up? You want to go on that, on the ski? We'll have to show these guys how to do the ski, won't we? Maybe we'll put a video on that of like how to ski as well. Just that we sold a row, we've got a ski, just for a bit of variation, bit of warm up. Also, strawberry lemonade. Fidade's in the fridge. You want to have some of that? Maybe later, eh? You might go crazy. Hey, you might go crazy. Right, they're definitely going to drink that now. So some people have asked me, like, what does it taste like? Probably tastes like strawberry lemonade. Like, Poppy, hey, come here. Yep, you go take this to Rubes. Yeah, so they didn't have any of the Zero RX stuff, which we usually have. I got some of the other RX Fidade and some of that, just to try something different, which is cool, quite like that. Back to education. Love to teach, love to coach. We do the 6-week challenge, which is a block of courses of running classes as such, but there's a lot of learning which probably isn't as effective in that setting as it could be with some condensing. So what I'd love to do is I'm open to feedback on this too, is teach like the basic 20. So air squat, front squat, overhead squat, press, push press, thruster, ring rows, negative pull-ups, jumping pull-ups, deadlift, skipping, box jumps, kettlebell swings. We'll try throw some more kettlebell swings into training if there's anything that you think is a good sub for that. Switch out on the day. Burpees, wall balls, running, rowing and biking mechanics, and then the snatch and the clean and jerk. Okay, so it might be 21, but there'll be like 4 sessions over 2 weekends. So a Saturday, Sunday, and a Saturday, Sunday for about an hour at a time. No more than 4 people, and no less than 4 people. So it would be great if we had 2 pairs. That way, we'll see if we can. We'll find a time of those days which works best. I'm open to that as well. Obviously, we have 3 young kids, and no doubt you guys have got kids or lives or stuff going on as well. But we'll try and when we get to 4 people, we'll lock it in a time and a date to do those 4 sessions, and it'll be $200 for adults and $140 for kids at school. Okay, so we want to get kids in school here, but I know kids in school aren't usually earning income, and that way it'll just help a little bit. And then from the 3rd of October, 15 plus, or if you're 15 and older and you're still at school, your weekly rate will be $20 a week. And then for those younger kids that do the 20 basics and want to come in with mum and dad, or if they've got a brother or sister that's already a member coming along as well, so kind of like a supervised membership of under 15s will be an extra $10 a week on that parent. So say you've got a 10, 12, 13-year-old that wants to come in with you, and you're paying $30 a week, you'll pay $40 a week to bring them along and do the sessions with you. I'm unfortunately with kids in a day job limited to how much time I can do it. Ideally, I'd love to run a session or 2 sessions after school 2 or 3 days a week. But at the moment it just doesn't really work with my timetable. But if I can get in and do some condensed learning and set some basic foundations for you guys or your kids or someone that's new to starting, then you're just going to be set up better, more likely to understand scaling, modifying something, to be more independent. I understand it's great when there's someone in here telling you what to do. It's like when you've been the boss for so long, it's great to just turn up somewhere and be told what to do. So and that's why we want to try to do these 7 AM sessions on Sunday. Without going on too much about it, you ride a scooter. Sweet. Local Crew 15 is your new Loose Kid promo code to get 15% off Loose Kid through us. Well, give me some feedback on or express any interest if you, your child, or someone you know might want to learn the 20 basics. And we'll start noting down and try and find a weekend for that. 3rd of October, we'll have that $10 add-on for your child, or the $20 a week if you're still at school and you're over 15. Apart from that, that's the workouts of the week. Try a strawberry lemonade and enjoy the sun. See you next week.